So, I know TDX content has been dry for a while, but I've now finally solved one of the biggest codes this game has to offer. But what do I mean? Well, if we go to the TDX lobby, you will see this error screen, and to you, it basically looks like a bunch of nothing. Well, you're wrong, because there is actually something to decipher from this. Although some parts are either just completely random or they're just redacted, you can actually extract some letters that's in the corner in a format called base 64. When I first caught this, I wrote the line in the translation and got ento protot. While others may think that this is completely random, this is actually one piece of an entire sequence in the full image. But this all looks so jumbled. How will you get the letters? Look closely. There's a subtle color change of text between the red sequence and the pink sequence. And once you look close enough, the red letters are the code, while the pink letters are reversed order and upside down. So if you get a soft chroma key on the pink letters, you get an entire coded message in full red. Doing some research on how to decode this whole thing is translated through base 64. And if you break it down line by line, you will get this. The XRTN Etheric Surge is a monumental prototype rail cannon owned by Redacted as their defensive system. The XRTN has a length of approximately 200 meters from the loading bay to the muzzle and the weight of around 1,200 metric tons. Electromagnetic rails powered by a fusion reactor launching projectiles at hypersonic speeds, in the purpose of preventing asteroid threats and large-scale terrestrial invasions, and also being very effective against high-value targets from long distances. So the XRTN is a weapon for the purpose to attack at asteroids and large invasions, and is basically like a super weapon. However, a little theory about this XRTN is that this weapon was created to shoot down Calamity asteroids. You see, during the Tower Battles era, Void had the ability to send down meteors, and these meteors have the possibility to actually be the ancient Calamity rocks that were found by the GDA. And while the chances of the meteors being Calamity rocks are slim, and the chances that the meteors are actually just random rocks, it would explain how the GDA was able to find these Calamity rocks in the first place. And in the lore perspective, it honestly would be a way better explanation than people just finding a random rock in the middle of nowhere. Whether or not you can believe that, it's still true to say that the XRTN is the type of weapon to shoot down any sky objects or beings, like avatars and possibly more asteroids. Especially because we have been shown time to time of how much of an issue the sky really is with the orbital propaganda. So maybe in the future the XRTN will soon become a future power-up or maybe something more unique. But besides that, that's all I want to cover.